So Edward and I, we met in 2011, and shortly after we started working together, facilitating Rebirthing Breathwork group events, later on Tantra workshops, breathwork retreats, and they were incredibly powerful. After working with 8 to probably 10,000 people, we felt the deep inner calling to educate a new generation of breathworkers, as this is probably the most powerful tool we've ever encountered.
So a few years ago we started facilitating breathwork teacher trainings to teach the next generation to how to facilitate breathwork. But we felt like we wanted to take people deeper. We wanted to empower our students to host the kind of really powerful retreats we used to host.
Why did I join the training? Because I wanted to grow.
First of all, because I had different sessions of breathwork before with Edward and with different people, and for me it was an amazing experience, something that really helps me to disconnect my mind.
And in the journey that really checking out all the different practices.
I wanted to grow, I wanted to explore, and I had beautiful experiences with Edward before.
And connect with my body and my emotions, and this for me was something unique because I'm super mental, so I'm all the time there, and everything that helps me to go out, it's super useful.
Rebirth was one that I experienced here in Copenhagen about 2.5 years ago.
I knew about Edward, so I had beautiful experiences with him. That's why I felt it was it's going to be an amazing training, an amazing opportunity to grow.
It helps me a lot to go through a lot of things and to reach other points that with my mind I'm not able to. As soon as I knew that they were doing a training, I said yes, there is no doubt to join.
And I saw Edward and Prema were hosting one here in Copenhagen.
I didn't know Prema, but I did read her profile. It really resonated with me.
And also because the technique itself for me is super powerful. As a psychologist and as a person that is more than maybe 15 or 17 years that I'm working with this self-development.
And when I looked at their experience, I felt like this was the right container for me to join.
For me, breathwork is one of the potents. It's one of the, maybe the, not, I don't know if the best one, but it's one of with a lot of power.
All her experience, the things that she does, she was able to build a family. For me, somehow was something really beautiful.
Ploof, disconnect your mind.
And also 19 days. This is the largest in-person container that I have seen so far in my research.
So it helps a lot of people to reach places where in another situations or with other techniques they will not reach.
Yeah, so the combination of that, I think, to me, felt right.
I don't know, maybe not 1 year of therapy, maybe 2, maybe less, I don't know. Really, you release a lot of things and you learn a lot of things.
And that's why I decided to join the training.
Super powerful, so it's much better sometimes, depend for what, than the therapy itself. And if you combine both, it's next level. But yeah, this is the reason why I decided to join.
My takeaway?
A lot of things.
One of the most beautiful things from this experience is the in-person work.
The main one is that I feel that I'm in the right track. I feel that I'm growing in the direction that I want to grow.
I think that the experiential learning that we have been through, it's magnificent. It's something that really I don't think I could have been able to grasp in an online training itself that I saw outside in the markets.
The important ones, to connect more with my body, with my emotions, with myself, and to open up to this breathing, to this prana, to this air going inside and outside, to feel more comfortable with the emotions in my body.
I'm really happy to have had this opportunity. I think it has accelerated my growth.
Because I was feeling super safe in the environment. Another one also the technique, because it's amazing to know how to do it and to know if you have resistances or not.
I'm really pleased that I had the opportunity to learn from Prema and Edward. I'm also happy that even after the training, they're finding ways to guide us in our growth.
learning from very experienced facilitators with many, many years of experience.
The third one, probably my own process.
I wasn't too convinced that I was going to be facilitating breathwork afterwards. It was more about my growth. During the training, I just really fell in love with the experience of facilitating breathwork.
And just getting the knowledge, the wisdom on how to facilitate.
It's kind of a no-brainer. I really want to pursue it, among other things, but that's something that I want to have really present in my life.
Because for me it was a transformative journey.
Have very direct impact in my life. Like, for instance, I discovered that I have room of improvement in terms of how I breathe. It was challenging to open my chest when I practice yoga. This is something I knew, and I'm way more conscious in the way I breathe through my chest nowadays. And I'm very conscious of it, and I'm really connected to it every day that I practice yoga.
So I came to learn how to facilitate and how to help people to do that.
With the heart, it's been a very unique journey. So yeah, this is kind of my key takeaways from coming to Copenhagen and spending these 19 days.
When I meditate, even at that level has had this training a very big impact in my life.
But mainly also because I want to do it for myself.
I also was able to connect with wonderful people. Like, there's a reason Prema and Edward attract these students. All the students are very wonderful humans that have done a lot of self-work, and you can feel it.
Yeah, the family that we create, that was so beautiful, the energy that all the group creates, and then all the people that you know.
In the way they interact with other people, how mindful they are, the beautiful energy that they have, the beautiful heart they have. They talk with an open heart, and they're brave, and it's really inspiring.
All the things that you know also from the people, that helps also to your self-process and your self-knowledge.
This has been a really, really, really wonderful experience for me.
Probably this.
They are an amazing team.
Wow, for me they are two beautiful souls that complement each other super good.
Wow. Prema and Edward are definitely two, they lead from the heart.
They are both really qualified. They have lots of experience, and they have this ability to make everyone feel safe, and they complement each other really well.
She's so lovely and compassionate, full of love and knowledge.
And I think I just been able to connect with them so much for these 19 days. They've been holding amazing space for us.
At the same time, I was not thinking a lot about the training before I joined the training.
And Edward is super sharp, is super funny, is also full of knowledge.
I'm not going to say it was the right thing, but I'm happy it went that way, because it was full of beautiful and profound surprises and experiences.
Really hand-holding us and showing us how to feel with intuition, how to pay attention, and how to really be able to open ourselves.
I was really amazed by her presence, by her ability to hold space, her charisma.
And both of them, you can feel that they know what they are doing, and they offer you this safe space where you can really release and trust, because yeah, you feel safe.
I also was surprised by Edward. Even though I knew him, I found different and many other layers of his personality.
For our own journey, but also when we were guiding our peers and during the practices that we had during those 19 days.
I knew Edward from before, from other breathworks.
He was really good at holding space and making everyone feel safe. He just was such a peaceful man.
For me, was always a super good person to be in contact and to trust, so yeah.
Hard to imagine like all the other abilities that he has. He's not just an average human being, And the same for Prema. Well, I didn't know her, but both are very outstanding human beings.
Really showing us to connect with our own wisdom and our own medicine.
They're great teachers. They're really great humans to learn from.
And as Prema would say, loving presence. It's the key takeaway that they really showed us how to take on.
It's always a great way to take these interesting or powerful leaps in life in terms of learning and growth. It's always important to find good teachers. And
to who not?
I can definitely say it has been transformational,
I would recommend this training to any person who is very interested on really deep diving around breath work, specifically rebirth as a somatic tool for healing.
I think that everybody can do and can get benefits from this training, even if you don't want to really become a facilitator. You know, as I said before, it's a transformative journey.
Anybody who has had experience already doing inner work for many years in the therapy space, somatic work.
I've been transformed, and the Carlos that walked into the training.
Whoever is interested to go a bit deeper in the self-growth, in the self-journey, in knowing more, knowing better.
Or even already studied breath work with another practice, really being able to spend 19 days of compounded learning, hands-on experience.
I can say it's already different. It was a different person than the Carlos that walked out of the training, so I'm really happy about it. I'm really satisfied.
I think that it's a super beautiful experience, and on top, if you want to become a facilitator, even better, because then we can spread the technique and the magic around and help more people.
Really taking your knowledge and your wisdom to the next level, I think it's a great opportunity. So anybody who is ready to go to the next level with this learning curve.
Honestly, everyone that feels that they are on the path and that they want to go a bit farther and deeper, is a perfect thing to do.
Thank you. Thank you. Can you all make it?
You're welcome.